We're diving deep into the history and hidden treasure of the 1976 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Did you know that some of these humble 1-cent coins can be worth thousands of dollars? Stick around to find out how to identify these valuable pennies, their fascinating history, and what makes them so special in the coin-collecting world. Let's start with some history. The 1976 Lincoln penny was minted during a pivotal time in U.S. history. America was celebrating its bicentennial, marking 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. While most coins that year had commemorative designs, the Lincoln penny retained its classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The no-mint mark pennies were minted in Philadelphia, which typically didn't add a mint mark to coins produced there at the time. So, if you find a 1976 penny without a mint mark, don't worry. It's not an error, it's normal. So, what makes these pennies potentially worth thousands of dollars? Pennies that were rarely circulated and have been preserved in near-perfect condition, graded as MS 65 or higher by the professional coin grading service, can fetch a premium. For example, a 1976 penny in MS 67 red condition can sell for $3,000 or more at auction. Die errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, even though Philadelphia doesn't usually have mint marks, make these coins incredibly valuable. Look closely at Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date for any doubling or misalignment. The historical significance of the bicentennial year adds extra appeal to collectors. Even minor flaws or coins in pristine condition from 1976 hold extra charm for history buffs and collectors alike. Most 1976 pennies you'll find in loose change or penny rolls are worth their face value, just 1 cent. However, if they're in better condition, they can sell for up to 50 cents to $1 to collectors. If you have a penny in brilliant uncirculated condition with strong luster and no scratches, it can sell for between $5 to $50, depending on its grade. Coins graded MS 66 or MS 67 red can fetch $500 to $3,000 or more, particularly if they're free of spots or blemishes. Error coins, such as double dies or off-center strikes, have sold for $5,000 to $7,000 at auction, depending on their rarity and condition. Look for sharp details, vibrant luster, and minimal wear. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect for doubling, off-center strikes, or any other anomalies. If you think your penny is in mint condition or has errors, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for an official grade. Look up recent sales of 1976 pennies in similar conditions to get an idea of their value. So, the next time you're sifting through your pocket change or an old coin jar, don't overlook those 1976 pennies. That little copper coin could be worth a fortune if it's in the right condition or has a unique error. Remember, patience and knowledge are key in coin collecting. You never know when you might strike gold, or in this case, copper. We're diving deep into the fascinating history, rare features, and current value of this coin. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's get started. Let's go back to 1967. The U.S. Mint was in a transitional period due to the Coinage Act of 1965, which eliminated silver from dimes and quarters. To simplify production and discourage hoarding, the Mint decided to temporarily remove mint marks from all coins, including pennies. So, no matter where your 1967 penny was minted, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, it won't have a mint mark. This decision was part of an effort to streamline production during the coin shortage of the mid-1960s. This makes the 1967 penny unique compared to other years, as collectors often focus on its historical significance and any rare characteristics that might make it stand out. Now, what makes some 1967 pennies worth thousands of dollars? It all comes down to rarity, errors, and condition. Let's break it down. Look closely for doubling on the obverse, front, of the coin, especially on the date or the words Liberty and In God We Trust. These are known as double die errors and can significantly increase the value of your coin. If your 1967 penny is in mint state condition, meaning it looks almost brand new, it could fetch a high price. Collectors and grading companies like PCGS or NGC grade these coins on a scale from 1 to 70. A 1967 penny graded MS 67 or higher can be extremely valuable. Coins with off-center strikes or other minting errors are also highly sought after. These errors are rare and can make your coin one of a kind. Although 1967 didn't officially produce proof sets, some coins exhibit proof-like qualities, possibly due to polished dies. These are rare and can command a premium. Most 1967 pennies in circulated condition are only worth their face value, 1 cent. But don't dismiss them yet. If your coin is in uncirculated condition, it could be worth anywhere from $20 to $200 depending on its grade. Coins with double die errors or off-center strikes can sell for $500 to $1,000, or even more at auction. The most valuable 1967 pennies are those in near-perfect condition with rare errors. Some have sold for over $2,500 to $5,000 at major auctions. Now that you know the potential value, how can you find one of these gems? Here are some tips. Always check your spare change. Who knows? You might have a valuable 1967 penny hiding in plain sight. Local coin shops or collector events are great places to find high-grade 1967 pennies or learn more about them. A good magnifier will help you spot those tiny errors that could make all the difference. If you think you found a rare or high-quality 1967 penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its value. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1967 Lincoln penny and how it could turn your spare change into a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin tips, and share this with your fellow treasure hunters. Who knows? Your next penny could be worth thousands. We're diving into the fascinating history of the 1969 D penny, uncovering what makes it so special, and revealing what you should look for to potentially strike it rich. Let's get started. The Lincoln cent has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1909, honoring the 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. The 1969 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the most prolific coin-producing facilities in the United States. In 1969, over 4 billion pennies were struck in Denver alone. That makes this penny quite common in everyday circulation, right? But here's the twist. Not all of these pennies are created equal. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1969 D penny is made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. You'll find the small D mint mark just below the date, signifying that it was minted in Denver. But what makes some of these pennies stand out? Let's find out. This is where it gets exciting. While most 1969 D pennies are only worth their face value, some rare errors and varieties can fetch thousands of dollars. This is the most valuable error for the 1969 D penny. Look closely at the date, the word liberty, and in God we trust. If you notice doubling on these elements, you could have a coin worth thousands of dollars. Small cracks or raised blobs on the surface of the coin from a damaged die can also make your penny more desirable to collectors. Coins in near-perfect, uncirculated condition are highly sought after. Even without errors, a 1969 D penny in mint state can be worth $100 to $300. But with an error, that's when the value skyrockets. These have sold for as much as $10,000 to $20,000 at auctions. Depending on the severity, these can fetch anywhere between $50 and $500. A 1969 D penny graded MS67 recently sold for over $1,000. Keep in mind, the value depends on the coin's condition, the type of error, and the demand among collectors. You'd be amazed what people overlook. If you've got a stash of coins, start digging. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to check for errors like doubling or die cracks. And if you think you've got a rare find, get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. This will confirm the coin's authenticity and help you get the best price if you decide to sell it. So there you have it. The 1969 D Lincoln penny may look ordinary, but it's proof that treasure can be hiding in plain sight. Check your coins carefully. You never know when you might discover a hidden gem worth thousands of dollars. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and comment below if you've ever found a valuable penny. Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Did you know that a simple penny from 1952 could be worth thousands of dollars today? That's right. Your pocket change might just hold a hidden treasure. Today, we're diving deep into the history, unique features, and jaw-dropping values of the 1952 Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss this. The 1952 penny was struck at the San Francisco Mint, one of the most historic mints in the United States. This penny is part of the iconic Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Wheat Cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait, celebrating Abraham Lincoln's centennial birthday. In 1952, the San Francisco Mint produced 137.8 million pennies, which might sound like a lot, but compared to other mints that year, it was significantly less, making these coins scarcer today. The S mint mark below the date, indicating it was struck in San Francisco. The reverse side features the classic wheat ears design, which was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. It's made of 95% copper, giving it a beautiful reddish-brown patina, though some pennies were preserved so well they still shine like they were minted yesterday. Look at this stunning example. Coins with vibrant toning or pristine finishes can fetch even higher prices. So, what makes the 1952 penny worth thousands of dollars? It all comes down to condition, rarity, and errors. Collectors are on the hunt for pennies in mint state, MS, condition, graded by experts. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins graded MS 67 or higher can command thousands. Even though millions were minted, not many have survived in perfect condition. Over time, these pennies were used, lost, or damaged, making pristine examples incredibly rare. Coins with minting errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, are highly sought after. A rare double die error on a 1952 penny can easily push its value into the thousands. If your 1952 penny has seen better days, it's typically worth around 15 to 30 cents, still more than face value. For coins in mint state, values range from $50 to $300, depending on the grade. A 1952 penny graded MS 67 red sold for an incredible $2,115 at auction. Coins with higher grades or unique toning can go even higher. And let's not forget those error coins. A rare error penny can fetch $3,000 or more. Look for the mint mark and check for any unusual features, like doubling or off-center strikes. Does it have its original luster, or is it worn and scratched? Consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for an official evaluation. Rare pennies can fetch top dollar at auctions or from serious collectors. Websites like eBay or Heritage Auctions are great places to sell. Have you ever held a 1960 Lincoln penny in your hand and wondered if it could be worth thousands of dollars? Well, you're about to find out. In this video, we're diving into the history, unique features, and rare errors of the 1960 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that could make collectors pay big money. Let's take a step back to 1960, a year when the Denver Mint produced over 1.5 billion Lincoln pennies. That's right, this humble coin was part of a massive production run, making it seem ordinary at first glance. But not all 1960 pennies are created equal. The D Mint mark signifies that this penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which was known for its efficient and high-volume coin production. However, it's the smaller details and rare errors on some of these coins that have made them stand out to collectors worldwide. One of the most fascinating features of the 1960 Lincoln pennies is the small date versus large date varieties. These variations occur in how the numbers in the date were engraved on the coin dies. Collectors hunt for the small date variety because it's rarer than the large date. But here's where things get even more exciting. Some 1960 pennies feature double die errors, a mistake where the design elements, like the date or lettering, appear doubled. This type of error is a collector's dream, and when combined with the small date variety, it can send the coin's value skyrocketing. So, how much is a 1960 penny worth today? Well, if you have a standard circulated penny, it's usually only worth its face value, 1 cent. However, coins in mint condition or with rare features are a completely different story. In 2019, a 1960D small date penny with a doubling error sold at auction for a staggering $5,170. And even coins without errors but in pristine condition, graded MS65 or higher, can fetch anywhere from $50 to $100. To maximize your coin's value, make sure to have it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. The better the grade, the higher the value. The 6 and 0 in the date should be more compact and closer to the other numbers. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the date and the words Liberty and In God We Trust, 4 signs of doubling. Coins with minimal wear and a shiny surface are worth more. If you think you've found something special, get it authenticated by an expert. Did you know the Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over 110 years, and it's still one of the most collected coins in the world? The 1960D penny is a perfect example of why coin collecting is so fascinating. A simple, everyday object could be worth thousands. So what are you waiting for? Go through your piggy banks, jars, and coin collections. Who knows? You might already have a treasure in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting coin collecting tips. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1970D mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Did you know some of these coins are worth thousands of dollars? Stick around to learn the history, the unique features to look for, and why collectors are paying big money for this little coin. The year 1970 was a time of change in America. From the Vietnam War protests to the introduction of Earth Day, it was a year that marked a turning point in history. The Denver Mint produced over 2.9 billion pennies that year, but not all of them were created equal. While most of these pennies are common, a few rare errors and variations make this coin stand out to collectors today. Let's break down what makes the 1970D penny special. This penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a staple of the penny since 1959. But here's the kicker. Certain error coins and high-grade examples have skyrocketed in value. Look closely at the date, lettering, or the mint mark. Doubling in these areas can mean big bucks. If the design appears shifted, it's an error that collectors will pay a premium for. Some pennies were struck on defective or wrong planchets, making them extremely rare. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A 1970D penny in mint state, graded MS65 or higher by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Look for a coin with a sharp strike, no major scratches, and strong luster. A mint state 67 red 1970D penny sold for over $2,500 at auction. A rare double die error sold for more than $3,000. So, check your change and see if you've got a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Now you're probably wondering, how can I find one of these valuable pennies? Start by inspecting your collection or even loose change for the D mint mark below the date. Clear and sharp details indicating high grade. Any doubling, misalignment, or unusual features. And don't forget to use tools like a magnifying glass and coin scale to spot errors and ensure accuracy. The 1970D penny proves that even the smallest coins can hold incredible value and history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is worth keeping an eye out for. So, get your magnifying glass and start hunting. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny. Did you know that a 1963 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny could be worth thousands of dollars today? That's right. What might seem like just a regular penny in your pocket could turn out to be a hidden treasure. In this video, we'll uncover the fascinating history of the 1963 penny, explore what makes it so valuable, and show you how to identify one of these rare gems. So, let's dive in. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, was created to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and 2 wheat ears on the reverse. By 1959, the reverse was updated to depict the Lincoln Memorial, marking a new era for this iconic coin. The 1963 penny was minted during a period of significant economic growth in the United States, with no mint mark indicating it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Over 754 million of these pennies were produced that year, making it one of the most common coins of the time. What makes the 1963 no mint mark penny valuable? With so many 1963 pennies minted, you might wonder, what makes some of them worth thousands of dollars? It all comes down to condition, rarity, and errors. Coins graded as MS-65 or higher, mint state, by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are incredibly valuable. A 1963 penny in near-perfect condition can fetch top dollar because of its rarity in such pristine shape. Look for rare minting errors like double die obverse, DDO, repunched mint marks, RPM, or off-center strikes. These errors are highly sought after by collectors and can significantly increase the coin's value. Luster and eye appeal. A coin with original red luster, often labeled as red by grading services, is more desirable and valuable than its brown or red-brown counterparts. So, how much is a 1963 no mint mark penny worth today? In circulated condition, these pennies are typically worth only their face value, just 1 cent. However, an uncirculated penny-graded MS-65 can sell for $50 to $100, depending on its color and luster. If your coin has a mint error, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, a double die obverse error penny recently sold at auction for over $2,000. The highest recorded sale for a 1963 no mint mark penny was $7,050 for a coin graded MS-67 Plus with full red luster. Look for any scratches, wear, or discoloration. The closer to mint condition, the better. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for doubling, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. If you think your coin is in exceptional condition or has an error, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Check auction sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay to see what similar coins are selling for. Tips for collectors: always check your pocket change and coin rolls from the bank. Store your coins in protective holders to prevent damage. Join online coin forums or local coin clubs to stay informed about market trends and rare finds. The treasure in your pocket. So, the next time you see a 1963 Lincoln penny, don't overlook it. Could be worth much more than just a cent. With the right combination of condition, rarity, and maybe even an error, your penny might be hiding a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their values, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Who knows? Your next big treasure might be sitting in your pocket right now. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting and uncovering the secrets behind the 1973 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny. Could this small copper coin be worth thousands of dollars? Stick around, because you might have a fortune hiding in your pocket change. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, honoring the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln. In 1973, the Denver Mint produced over 3.5 billion Lincoln pennies, making it one of the more common coins of its era. But what sets the 1973 D penny apart isn't just its history. It's the hidden rarities that make some of these coins worth a small fortune today. So what makes the 1973 D penny special? Let's dig a little deeper. Look for double die errors on the obverse front of the coin, particularly around the lettering and Lincoln's profile. Coins with misaligned dies or off-center strikes can significantly increase their value. High-grade condition. Pennies in pristine condition with little to no wear are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Even the tiniest imperfections or details can make a big difference in value. So, grab a magnifying glass and start inspecting those 1973 D pennies. Now let's talk money. While a typical 1973 D penny in circulated condition is only worth face value, high-grade examples certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch a hefty price. A 1973 D penny graded MS-67 Plus recently sold at auction for over $3,000. Even coins graded MS-65 can sell for hundreds of dollars. That's right, if your 1973 D penny is in near-perfect condition or features a rare error, it could be worth thousands. It's all about condition and rarity. Bank-wrapped rolls or old collections are treasure troves for rare coins. Always use gloves and avoid touching the coin's surface to prevent damage. If you think you've found a rare penny, send it to a professional grading service to verify its authenticity and condition. Preservation is key. A well-preserved coin can drastically increase its value in the market. Who knew a little penny could hold so much history and value? The 1973 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny is proof that every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth thousands of dollars. So what are you waiting for? Check your piggy banks, sort through those jars of change, and see if you've got a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another coin treasure hunt. And let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1977 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Could this humble coin be worth thousands of dollars? Let's find out. The 1977 Lincoln penny was minted during a fascinating time in U.S. coin history. This penny, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln by Victor David Brenner, was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mint mark at the time. Over 4.4 billion of these pennies were minted in 1977, making them quite common initially. So, what makes this penny potentially worth thousands of dollars? It all comes down to errors and variations. Collectors are on the lookout for rare mistakes like double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. Though the latter isn't typical for Philadelphia coins, these errors dramatically increase a coin's value because they are so rare. Look for doubling on the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or the date. These appear as raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin's surface due to damaged dies. If the design is not perfectly aligned, the coin could be worth big bucks. Now let's talk value. In circulated condition, most 1977 pennies are only worth their face value of 1 cent. However, if you have one in mint state or with a unique error, the value skyrockets. A pristine, uncirculated penny with no errors can sell for $20 to $50. Coins with noticeable errors or doubling have sold at auction for $1,000 to $2,000 or more. Always check your coins carefully. You never know what you might find. To identify a rare 1977 penny, invest in a good magnifying glass or coin microscope. Pay close attention to the details, especially the lettering and Lincoln's profile. If you think you have a valuable coin, have it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Once graded, you can list it on auction sites like eBay or even take it to a coin show for top dollar. Here's a fun fact. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, making it the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. So, go ahead and check your piggy banks, jars of spare change, or even that forgotten coin stash. Who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Madali Coin, and turn on notifications for more coin treasure hunts. Let us know in the comments if you found any rare 1977 pennies. We'd love to hear your story. We're diving into an incredible and rare coin, the 1968 S-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be wondering why this seemingly common penny is worth thousands of dollars, and we're here to break down its history, rarity, and how it ended up being one of the most valuable coins out there. So, if you're new here, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future coin discovery videos. Let's get into it. Now, let's travel back to 1968. The U.S. Mint had just gone through a major transition, with new designs and materials being tested. By the late 1960s, the U.S. was dealing with coin shortages, and there were a lot of changes in the production of currency during this period. The 1968 Lincoln penny, like its predecessors, was struck to commemorate Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president. The obverse featured the famous portrait of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse displayed the iconic wheat stalks and the inscription E pluribus unum. But there's one catch: the 1968 penny with an S mint mark stands out in the world of coin collecting. You see, the 1968 S penny was struck at the San Francisco Mint and is significant for one key reason. It is part of a rare series that was only produced in certain conditions that would lead to a small number of surviving high-quality coins. Only about 2.7 billion pennies were minted in 1968, but only a small percentage were produced at the San Francisco Mint with a special proof-like finish. This makes them harder to find in mint condition. One of the main reasons this penny is so valuable is the rare double-die variety. Coins in this series were sometimes struck twice, causing a slight misalignment in the design. This error, although minor, adds a premium to its value. Many collectors are on the lookout for this specific error because it significantly raises the coin's worth. A 1968 double-die penny could be worth thousands depending on its condition. Another factor that increases its value is the quality of proof coins. These coins were intended for collectors and had a higher finish than regular circulation coins, which makes them incredibly sought after in the numismatic community. So, let's talk money. The 1968 mint Mark Lincoln penny can be worth a significant amount of cash if it's in the right condition and average circulated condition. The 1968 penny is worth only a few cents to $1 at most. Uncirculated coins, if you happen to find a high-grade, uncirculated 1968 penny, it could be worth anywhere from $5 to $20 or more, depending on the quality. This is where things get really interesting. The 1968 double-die penny, especially in high grades, can fetch anywhere from $500 to over $1,000. These coins are highly sought after, and the price will go up based on the condition of the coin. Proof coins. For proof coins that were specially minted for collectors, you could be looking at values ranging from $30 to $100 or more, depending on their condition. Now, you might be wondering, how can you identify whether your 1968 penny is worth thousands? Well, let's go over a few tips. The most important feature to check is the mint mark. If you're looking for a 1968 penny with an S, it was made at the San Francisco Mint. Look closely under the date on the obverse side of the coin. Examine the quality. If your penny looks shiny and has a high-grade finish, it might be a proof coin. Look for coins that show little to no signs of wear. Check for double-die errors. The double-die variety is a significant error in this series. You'll notice a slight doubling in the design, especially on the letters and numbers. This is a common trait for those who know how to identify errors in coins. So there you have it. The 1968 mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a fascinating coin with a rich history and potential for a pretty hefty payout if you have the right one. Whether it's a regular circulation coin, an uncirculated gem, or one of the rare double-die errors, this penny holds its place as one of the most desirable coins to own. Before you go, check through your spare change to see if you have a 1968 penny. Could be worth much more than you think. And remember, always consult a professional for an accurate coin appraisal if you think you've found something special.